أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه ونستنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, we start by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we send our salam and salawat on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive our sins and shortcomings and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept this time and effort that all of us are giving as a good deed in this world and in the akhirah, inshallah ta'ala, and have mercy on us in this world and the akhirah. So inshallah, today we're going to be starting our week 11, a new chapter and a new fragment we're going to talk about. But as we always do, we'll have a quick review of the things and we'll try to do some exercise through from the Quran to see how much you have learned the special mudaf and other things. And then, inshallah, we'll continue in our lessons of the second fragment. Okay, so let's begin, inshallah. So the first thing that we want to always tell about is, these are the four properties of an ism. We're still talking about ism, and we'll be talking about ism for another few more weeks toward the end of the half of this course. Okay, so in isms has four properties: status, number, gender, and type, and we need to memorize these two charts. And in status, we have, heavy and light, flexibility, partly flexible, non-flexible, fully flexible. How we have plural, singular, pair, and plural, broken plural, okay, which is very important, broken plural, as I always mentioned last week. Also, I mentioned these ones, okay. And also we have pronoun, we have talked about, we have, masculine and feminine, gender, and how broken plural, non-human broken plural is always singular and considered feminine, and human broken plural could be two. And then we talked about types, common and proper. Okay, so these are the things we talked about, and inshallah we will have to continue, always look into this one and continue our review on these things, because if we forget this, then we won't be able to go forward. Okay, then after this essence property, we talking about fragments, and we are doing our first fragment, which is idafa. We have spent 3 weeks on idafa. The first week we talked about the idafa has two part, mudaf and mudaf ilay. Mudaf has to be light and no alif lam, and mudaf ilay has to be in jar status. If it can be jar, we consider as it is jar. Okay, that was our first fragment. Okay, and then we talked about how idafa could be a chain. For example, Malik Yawmiddin is always as a chain. So same word can be a mudaf and a mudaf ilay. Okay, we talked about that. We have some examples. We did some exercise. Then we talked about a very important things. Very important chapter is pronouns. Okay, and we said we must memorize the pronoun, the attach, and the independent version. Okay, attach and the independent version. Okay, and it is it is a bit tricky because the independent the attached one has only like a letter with a dhamma, like who, he, huma, hunna, ha. They're very short letter, one or two letters, like with a haraka, right? So you have to be very careful when you read the Qur'an. Okay, and the only way that you can be expert on these things, the more and more you do practice. Okay, first you learn the basics, and the main intention and the goal is that you spend some time with the Quran. Okay, it's not about how quickly you can finish the Quran. No, it's not. That's not the goal. Okay, anybody who can read fast, they can finish the Quran maybe in a month or 2 weeks or something. That's not our goal. I want you to spend time, one page. Maybe it may take you for a week to do one page only, but you try to understand and implement what you learn so that you will understand. And believe me, when you do this few times, it will be easy for you. Then it's not going to take you time. Just like anything else, in your life that you have done, any kind of skill, any kind of course, any kind of project or assignment in your school or college, in your job. Okay, it's the same thing. The more practice, more time you give, it will be more easier for you to learn. Okay, it's all about your own intention and how you manage your time to give some time to learn the Arabic and the grammar of the Quran, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so this is very important, the pronoun. Okay, and in pronoun we talked about, after the pronoun, this is the attached pronoun is always like ida. Why did you talk about pronoun in the idafa section? Because attached pronoun with the ism is always and idafa. Okay, then last week we talked about some special mudaf. Whenever you see them, you don't have to think they're special mudaf, meaning the next word is a mudaf ilay. The next word is a mudaf ilay. Okay, and as you can see that most of the thing usually in the light and and nasab status. Fawqa, tahta, qabla, ba'da, duna. Okay, and you are supposed to memorize all of them. Even if you cannot memorize in 1 week, the list is with you. So try to memorize as much as possible. Okay, the more you look into these things, okay, the more you will know. Okay, and again, the same rule apply here. If you memorize them once and then you don't come back to it like in a week or two, then you will forget. Okay, so read the Quran, okay, and then try to find these ones. Where do you find these things? Okay, the page that you're reading, definitely there'll be one or two of them there. Definitely will be one or two of them in that there. So this is how you implement that one. Okay, so these are the 15 words that special mudaf. Okay, and they are usually in the nasab status. They can be rafa and they can be jar. Okay, and we're gonna see actually today we will see the jar status of that. Okay, in general cases they are nasab status, okay, in general cases. Okay, but in the Quran we find them sometimes jar status, and we will see some examples today after we finish our chapter today, because it's related to that one. And also we'll see some of the rafa status and some special cases it could be rafa as well. Okay, and usually they are light. There's another list of the 5 special mudaf. These ones, they can come as heavy, meaning fatatan, and dammatan. Okay, and when they comes as heavy, they are no considered as normal word. They are not special mudaf at that time. If you see them as light, then they are special mudaf. Okay, but just because they're heavy, because if they're heavy they cannot be, because the mudaf has to be light, right? So that's why when you see them heavy, they are not, obviously by definition it cannot be a mudaf, because we know the mudaf has two conditions: it has to be light and no alif lam. So if these 5 words, okay, the top 3 you can see they are already in heavy, right? If you see them in heavy in the Quran, then they are not special mudaf, they are as normal ism. Okay, normal ism. But if they are light, then they are special mudaf, and they have their own meaning. Okay, and I think that's what we stopped last week, and we did some examples, some exercise, and I asked you some question on that. Okay, um we'll do some more today, but I would like to actually continue the chapter today and then come back to this one, inshallah ta'ala, and I'll do some exercise. Okay, so today what we're going to do, we will going to do the second fragment. We have 5 fragments. We finished just one. The fragment 1 was idafa, and it took us 3 weeks because we did the idafa. Is easy, but pronoun is involved there, so we did pronoun, and we also did special mudaf. Okay, so these are the 2 or 3. But today's fragment is called HARF of JARR. So this is about a HARF. This is not an ism. This is a HARF. Okay, and why we study this in the middle of ism? Because it affects the ism. It has implication, impact on an ism. Okay, that's why we're studying, and this is makes a fragment. Okay, HARF of JARR are there a bunch of harfs, a group of harf, a group of words. They are not ism, they are harf. Remember 3 kinds of word, right? Ism, fail, and harf. Okay, and we said at the beginning of the class, the first day, that we're going to talk about ism first, and while we are talking about ism, we're going to talk some about the harf. Okay, then we're going to start our fail studies, and then also we're going to talk some of our harf as well. Okay, so we'll talk about these harfs today, and there's another type of harf of nasab is next week. Now, obviously, the harf of jar, as the name implies, you can understand these harf of jar means the harf of jar status, or the other word is the harf that has the power to make the next ism a jar. So this harf that I'm going to show you, there are 11 of them here. Okay, this harf has a power. Okay, the ism that comes next to it, and when I say next to it, literally next to it. Okay, and that is the general case. Sometime it could be a bit far apart, they're not next to each other. Okay, sometimes. Okay, and we will see those exceptional cases as well. Okay, in general, this harf has the power to make the next word, next ism, in a jar status. So it pushes the next status, then the status of the next word in a jar status. Okay, and this harf has their own meaning. Remember, harf is not like ism. Harf has no status. Harf is, it's not rafa, it's not, it has no properties, nothing. Okay, harf is just a bunch of words like preposition. Okay, but these harfs of jar, they have a power to make the next ism a jar. And we'll see plenty of examples, inshallah, in the Quran, and also in our exercise, we'll see that, okay? And these are very, very commonly used in every lines of the Quran, every lines of the Quran, okay? So what is harf? We talked about that. There are different kinds of harf. This lesson we learn about 11 harf. Harf has no properties unlike ism, okay? So it should be like ism, okay? These harfs makes the word right after it jar. When they do this, they call the jar, okay? The word getting jarred is called majroor, okay? Together we call them jar majroor. Together we call, these are just a term, okay? So basically our job today is to learn about this 11 harf. That's it. And what does this 11 harf do? They have their meaning. We'll see the meaning. And the next word that comes after that, okay, because harf is like preposition. It doesn't make any sense by itself. Remember the definition of harf, okay? Harf doesn't make sense by themselves until there is a ism after it, or until there's a fail after it, a word after it, okay? So these harfs will have a word after it, and it will make that word jar status, okay? That's why they are called harf of jar. What are these 11? Okay, let's look at them. These are called bi, ta, ka, la, wa, min, fi, an, ala, hatta, ila, okay? These are the 11 harfs of jar, okay? There are few more harf of jar in advanced Arabic grammar, but for this basic level, we will talk about only this 11, okay? And I'll tell you the meaning of this, okay? How they're used, okay? And then we're gonna implement there, okay? Now, again, 11 of them here. So ba, it's not ba with the fatha, but it's called ba, like a ba letter ba, ta, ka, la, wa, min, fi, an, ala, hatta, ila. Let's look at their meanings, okay? So ba or bi means with. The thing that we always say, Bismillah, is the B is the harf of jar. That is the B, okay? Bismi means, B means with. Sometimes it means in. Also, remember one thing. The meaning, English meaning that you see here, okay, in the meaning, okay, this is the general, because you can't put English to Arabic, one by one, because Arabic is much more rich language than English. Not that it's Islamic, that's why we have, and English is a kuffar language. Not that. It's literally, people who do linguistic, they know and they understand. If you read and study language, Arabic has more tools, more richer, and it's more ancient, okay, than English. Okay, so you can't just swap English by English. But what I mean by that, it doesn't exactly mean always the same, okay? Always, even in English, it's not always the same all the time, right? Sometimes we use on, sometimes we use in, okay? So I'm in the bus, I'm on the train. So why is in, why is on, right? Sometimes different preposition we use, right, in English as well, right? It's not exactly the same all the time, right? So here also, these are general meaning, but sometimes the meaning changes a little bit, here and then, and you will understand that the more practice you do, okay? In general, B means with, okay? So that's why we say bismi, in the name or with the name of Allah. Bismillahi. Okay. B is the harf of jar. Ism. Ism, the word ism literally means name. So bismi means with the name. And then Allahi is a mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, right? Ism and Allahi. Bismillahi, with the name of Allah. Okay, so the B is the B means with. Okay, and the Bismi, this is first example. There are a lot of words with B. Okay, a lot of words with B. Okay, and B means with. The next harf is ta. Ta at the beginning, it means I swear by. And this ta, I swear by, by as Islamic rule, we can only swear by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, we are not allowed to swear by anything else. Okay, that is haram to do it. Okay, so we can't say, no, I swear by the sun. We can't say I swear by my mom. Okay, this is wrong. This is not right. Okay, we can only take a oath, or we can take a promise by the name of Allah. Allah can swear by anything because He created everything. So that's why Allah said in the Quran, washamsi wal qamari. I swear by the time. I swear by the sun. I swear by the moon. So that's Allah subhanahu wa taala can do that, but we can't do that. Okay, this word ta means I swear by, and this ta is only used in the Quran with the word Allah. So tallahi. Tallahi means I swear by Allah. Tallahi. Okay. Either if you know some of Arab brothers, they always say, no, wallahi, tallahi. Wallahi, wa means also I swear by. The number 5 wa, that also means I swear by. I'll come to that soon. Okay. So the word ta means I swear by, and it is only used before one word, that is the word Allah. Tallahi means I swear by Allah. If you want to see which surah has this, Surah Al-Yusuf, toward the end, there's a lot of, not a lot of, like at least few places, the word Tallahi has been used. That's one of the places you can see the word Tallahi is used. Okay, meaning I swear by Allah. I swear by Allah. Okay. Number three. Number three is a confusing one, but you have to be a bit concentrate now. Ka means like. Now we read last week or week before we said the anta became ka also, like the the pronoun, attached pronoun you, masculine you, anta ka, and then kuma, kum, right? We did that, ki, anti. That ka is the attached pronoun. It comes after the word. Like for example, rabbuka, your Lord, baituka, your house, right? But this ka comes before the word. Harf of jar always comes before the word. Okay, and it means like, meaning similar, same. Okay, so if I say ka waladu, waladi, like a boy. Okay, if I say ka misli, okay, like an example. Okay, so ka that comes before, it means like. Like means similar. He is like my son. Okay, this is like the same price of that thing. That's like. Okay, it's not I like you. It's not that like, it's not a love or like means similar. Similar. Okay, so this is same as this one, same or similar, whatever we want to say it. Okay, so ka, and we'll see examples. So ka means similar or like this one. Okay, so this one like this one. Okay, so this table is like that table. Okay, so like, so same, this is the same table. So this is ka, and this ka is different from the other ka. What is the difference? The pronoun ka is attached and it comes after the word. It's attached. This one comes before the word. Okay, so don't get confused on that. Okay. Number four, li. Li means for. Now, li could be sometimes li, sometimes it could be la. And there are 7 types of lam in Arabic. 7 types. Okay. One of them is called harf of jar. It's in for. There are different others also. We're not gonna learn all 7 times because they're advanced. Okay. We're gonna learn about different types of la. Okay, at least 3 or 4 types of la as we go through the course. So this is the first type. La or li means for. Sometimes it's la, sometimes it's li, and I'll tell you when it is li and when it is la in short time, inshallah ta'ala, in soon, inshallah. Okay, so li or la means for. Like for example, we say alhamdu lillahi. Alhamdu means the praise or gratitude, lillahi, for Allah, for Allah. So alhamdulillah. Okay, so see, even in the beginning, like bismillahir rahmanir rahim, alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin, we already got 2 harf of jar, right? Bismi and lillahi. Okay, so there's 2 of them already there, right? So li means lillahi. Okay, li rasuli, for rasul. Okay, these are all li means for. When lam, the li is used with a pronoun, then it becomes la sometimes. Okay, sometimes it becomes la, like lahum, for them, laka, for you, lana, for us. So I'm all attaching the pronoun here. Okay, so like this one. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5 is wa. There are also another type of wa. Wa means and as well. We're going to talk about that wa in a different lesson, inshallah, in future. Okay, this wa means I swear by. And if you look at the most of the common surahs in the last juz of the Quran, you see Allah swearing by Lord, wal adiyati dabha, wal shamsi wa duhaha, wal qamari iza talaha. Okay, so many wa wal asr. Okay, wal asri, Allah swear by time. Allah take word by the night and the day and the sun and the moon. So that is the wa, I swear by. I swear by. Okay, so wa. And there's another wa, it means and. That is not a harf of jar. That is something different. We're going to talk about it later. Okay, for now, wa means I swear by. Okay, and the wa, the difference between I swear by and ta is only used with the word Allah. Wa can be used with anything. Wallahi, washamsi, wallayli, walqamari, anything. Okay, so anything you can use in the wa. Okay, min. Min means from. Min means from. Okay, fi means in, and fi, this in means something that is physically in. Like if I say I am in the car, I'm physically sitting in the car, so that is fi. Okay, the brothers are inside the masjid or in the masjid, that is fi. Okay, okay, an with the ain means about. So what are you talking about? Okay, what is the lesson about today? Okay, so that is mean an means about. Okay, ala means on or upon. We say assalamu alaikum. That's Allah become alay, and I'll talk about this bit more in when I go description. So Allah means on or upon. Hatta means until, and ila means to or towards. So ila means something to, and this to is not like TWO2. Okay, it's like I'm going to school. So something that points the direction to or towards. Okay, so I'm going to the house. I'm going to that direction. Okay, so that is the to. Okay, okay, it's not the other two, like I love to eat ice cream. It's not that two. That two is a different two. Do you understand the difference? So if I say I like to do this, okay, that's a different two. But if I say when I'm when I mean by I'm going to a direction, like I'm going to the masjid, I'm going to school, I'm running towards the back. Okay, so all those are ila. But there's another type of two in English, whereas oh, she loves to dance. Okay, so that is a different two, and there's a different word for that, and we're going to talk about that very later in the course, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so these are the 11 harf of jar. Any word that comes after these harf, they become jar. Because these are harf of jar, they make the next ism jar, next ism in jar status. Okay, so these are a bit of an explanation of all this 11 and some examples. So B, as we say, Bismillah, Bismillahi, okay, and you can see the I swear by Tallahi, okay, I swear by Allah. Ka means example, so ka waladin, like a boy, okay, and you see all of the word that comes after this one, okay. Li, as I said, there are two options for this particular harf of jar. It can be either la or li. Whenever lam is used with a pronoun, when lam is used with a pronoun, it will have fatha, it will have la. So remember, I talked when I talked about pronoun. We say pronoun is so important because pronoun get attached with ism. We have seen a lot of examples, right? Now the pronoun is getting attached with a harf. La is a harf, but it has a meaning. La means for. So lahu means for him. Okay. When la is attached with another ism, not pronoun, it will have kasra at most of the time. Like for example, li rasulillahi, for the messenger of Allah. Okay, for the messenger of Allah. Okay. So sometimes it's la, sometimes it's li. Okay, sometimes it's la, sometimes it's li. Okay. Wa means I swear by. So I already told us wal asri, I swear by time. Okay, and it is a tool to do. I say I swear by, taking an oath. Okay. Next one is min. For example, minkum, from you all. Okay, minkum. Okay. Sometimes when you connect min to something else, the noon takes a fatha, making it mina. So the min sounds like min, and the noon has a sukun on it. So there's no haraka on it, no fatha. But to make it sound good, sometime in Arabic they add haraka on that, so that it sound good. So they put instead with the instead of sukun, they put a fatha. Like for example, minas samai, from the sky. Okay, it's not min samai. No, it doesn't sound good. So minas samai. So the sukun became a fatha. Okay, so min or mina means from. Okay, and min is most common harf of jar. I would say one of the most common harf of jar. You will find it everywhere in the Quran, everywhere. Okay, same with fi means in. So fi suduri, in the chest. Okay, fi means in fi suduri, in the chest. Okay, an is about. Okay, sometimes just like min, an also has a sukun and the noon. Sometimes it has a kasra at the end. So an anis sabili, about the path. Anis sabili. So an sometimes could be ani. Let's say extra fatha is kasra is added at the end. Okay. Ala, ala means upon or on. Sometimes ala has an extra ya on it, and these extra things like for min and an and ala, just to make it sound good. So when we say assalamu, we don't say assalamu alaikum. No, we say assalamu alaikum. So there's an extra ya on that, but the meaning is same. Okay, alaikum. Okay, so assalamu, the peace upon all of you, upon all of you. Okay. Now, this is a very common question, when you see a person, okay, like if I see a brother and then I say Assalamu alaikum, I should say Assalamu alaika, right? Because it's one person. Why I'm saying Assalamu alaikum? Any idea, anybody?
Angels.
Yes, the angels are also there. So the scholars say, because when we have angels with us all the time, so that we are never single actually, right? So we have some angels with us. So that's why we say Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, meaning all of you. Okay, so even if you see one person, okay, so assalamu alaikum. Okay, and this alai has an extra ear just to sound it good. Okay, hatta means until. This hatta has it is a harf of jar, and there will be another hatta we'll learn a bit later with a fail also, same meaning. Okay, so like for example, hatta matlail fajr, in Surah Al-Qadr, Laylatul Qadr, in that surah, as hatta means until. Hatta means until. Okay, ila, as I said, ila means to, and sometimes ila also has a extra ya. Like we say inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Ilayhi, okay, or ilayna. Ilayhi means towards him or to him. Ilayna means to all. Okay, okay. So these are the 11 harf of jar. Obviously, the main job is to have to memorize the meaning. There's no options. Okay, you have to memorize what is ala means, what is ila means, what is fi means, what is min means. Okay, min could be sometime mina, ala could be alai, ila could be ilai. Okay, and an could be ani. Okay, so these are the 11 you have to memorize. In fact, you can say there are 10. Why 10? Because ta is very uncommon. It's only one few, and ta is only used with the word Allah, tallahi. So you don't have to memorize. Tallahi means I swear by Allah. Okay, so basically it's 10 of them only. So your job is to memorize them, and we will have a lot of exercise on this one, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, now what I'm going to do now, because we still have some time, we have more than half an hour, alhamdulillah, we're going to go to the Quran. Okay, so and we'll I'll ask you some questions from the Quran, from a surah, and see how much we can implement. I'll help you on that one, so I know you practice it as an exercise for that one. Okay, so let's share my screen. So I'm going to stop this one. I'll open my Quran. So obviously, when I share the Quran, obviously you're not going to understand every word of the ayah. I will highlight the thing and I'll ask you, and then you answer it, inshallah. Okay, so what does it mean, and what is my question actually? So let's look at this. So you can see my screen, right? Okay, so this is Surah Qaf, I think. Yeah, Surah Qaf, Surah number 50. So let's start with this one. So if we see this is Qaf, it's a harf al-muwaqqat. Okay, a lot of surahs start by this one. Okay, so if you look at this one, wal Qur'ani. What is wa means? We just learned.
Swearing.
Yes, taking an oath. So Allah is taking an oath by what? Quran. Allah is taking an oath by a Quran. So wal Qur'anil Majid. Okay, so and that's why the al Qur'ani is ni, because wa is a harf of jar. Okay, and it means I swear by, or I take a oath on. Okay, what oath on? What? Al Qur'ani. If I say al Qur'anu, al Qur'ana, is wrong, because this wa is a harf of jar, which means I swear by, and it will make the next word a jar. You understand? Everyone understand? Okay, now tell me, let's see, let's ask brother Abdullah, you tell me these two words, al Qur'ani and al Majid. Okay, so I'm going to highlight this properly. Yes, are they idafa? Yes or no?
No.
Why no?
Because Al Quran has Al.
Very good answer, brother. You get 100 out of 100. Okay, and I gave you one bonus point also. Excellent answer. Yes.
Thank you.
So it is not mudaf because it has al. Excellent. Okay. Although al majidi could be mudaf ilayhi because it's majidi. Okay, it's a jar status. Okay, but it is not a mudaf. It's something else, and we're going to talk about it later, inshallah. Okay, it's not mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Okay, so al Qur'ani, because of al, it's not mudaf and mudaf. A good answer, brother. Okay, thank you. Next one, let's see. Bal ajibu anja ahum. Okay, maybe we don't do this one. Okay, here, this one. Minhum. Okay, let's see. Brother Ashfaq, can you tell me what is minhum means? If you remember, min means what? We just did. Brother Ashfaq?
Sorry, I can't.
Min means from. So what is minhum means?
Where are you from? Oh.
No, 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 no. Don't ask question. Min whom? Min means from. Whom means them. So
From them.
that's it. That's it. Simple. So you know about whom, of course, you just know
Yes.
about mean just now. So you haven't memorized that. So I understand that because it's a half of jar. Okay. So if I ask you what type of fragment is this mean whom, you say this is a half of jar because mean is a half and whom is the attached pronoun and whom we already learned the 2 weeks before, right? That's why pronoun is so important. Everywhere you will find them. Okay, everywhere you'll find them. Okay, so this mean whom is a half of jar and mean means also it means from them. Simple. Mean means from, whom means them, from them. Okay, just like the brother said wal Qur'ani. If I ask you what type of fragment is wal Qur'ani, you will say this is a harf of jar because wa is a harf of jar here. Okay, there is a different type of wa also that means and we're going to talk about it later. Okay, not now. Okay, so mean whom. So thank you, brother Ashfaq. That's a good answer. So faqal al kafiruna. Okay, let's see this one. Who's after that? Brother Musaddiq. Tell me this word al kafiruna. Is it rafa nasab or jar?
Una is Rafa.
Good, very good. Rafa. Is it singular, dual, or plural?
Plural.
Plural. Masculine, feminine?
Masculine.
Masculine. Excellent. Good answer. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Okay. So that's why you don't know about Haza yet. Okay. So, okay, let's see. Okay, this one. Yeah, this is a good one. Let me ask Brother Tanvir.
Yes.
Yeah, this one. Indana. So inda we learned actually last week. It's one of the special mudaf. Do you remember what is inda means? Did you have time to go through the 15 words? Special mudaf?
Indana means hours.
No, no. What is inda means? Inda is a special mudaf. Inda means with. With. Okay. So
With. Okay.
yeah. So what is indana means then?
With us.
Exactly. Very good. With us. So if you remember, maybe you didn't get time to go through the special mudaf. So this is one of the 15 words that we did last week. Okay, the special mudaf. So inda means with. Okay, with. Okay, or it could means by the also. It could mean the 3 different meaning of inda, but common meaning is with. So inda na comes from nahnu, attached pronoun again,
Yeah.
right? So inda na means with us. With us. Okay. Let's see. Okay, thank you, brother. This one. Let's see. Who's after that? Brother Mizan? You there, Brother Mizan?
Yeah.
Bil Haqqi. Bil Haqqi. What is B means? We just talked about B. What is B means?
With.
Yeah. And what is Haqqi means? Haqq means?
Haqqi means truth.
Yeah. So what is Bil Haqqi means?
So, I mean, with truth, right? That's the little.
Yeah, but you're missing. You are like 98%. 2% you're missing. Bil Haqqi.
Bil
Yeah,
Haqqi means be al Haqqi with the truth.
Excellent. Very good. Now you got 100. Yeah, very good. Okay. So bil haqqi means with the truth. With the truth. See, B is there. This is alif after the ba, and then lam is there, and haqqi. Okay. So bil haqqi. And see, what is the status of the word haqqi? Is it rafa nasab or jar here?
Jar.
Jar, because of the B. B is the half of jar. So B will make the word jar definitely. Okay. Definitely make it jar. Okay. So bil haqqi. Okay, so that's the good answer. With the truth. With the truth. Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you. Okay, this one. Okay, let's see this one. Who's after brother Mizan? Sister Nahid, if you can unmute yourself. Yes. So fi amrin. So fi means in. We just learned about fi. Fi means in. Okay, and amr means you can say orders. Okay, or like what you can. What's the other good word for amr? Command, like Allah's command. Okay, so what is fi amrin means?
In Allah's command.
In Allah's command. Not Allah here. Allah is not here, but yeah, in commands and in orders. Okay, But here, what is the status of this word amrin?
Jar.
Jar. Is it light or heavy?
Heavy.
Why heavy?
Because it's amrin.
Yes,
There are
amrin.
double.
Very good. But can it be heavy after fi? After harf of jar? Yes, it can be. There's no rule for that, right? So that's fine. It's okay. It's not a mudaf, idafa. Okay, so that's fine. So one example of what we learned from here, like for example, bil haki that the brother Mizan did, it was light because it's not light, not heavy because of al. There's no tanween. Okay, so usually words are commonly heavy. Okay, unless there is a reason for it to be light. Okay, there's no reason for it to be light, so that's fine. It's fi amrin, so no problem. Fi amrin is all good. So that means it is in orders or in commands. Okay, final. So that's fine. Thank you. So this is heavy and this is jar. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay, this one. Let's talk to Sister Nargis. If you can unmute yourself. Ila samai. What does it mean? Ila means two. We just learned about ila. That's the number 11 harf of jar, the last one. So ila samai means.
Samai mean sky.
So ila samai means.
To sky.
Yeah.
To the sky.
To the sky,
sky.
yes, to the sky. Okay, so Allah is saying afalam yanzuru ila samai. Don't they see? Yanzuru means to look. It's a fail. Okay, don't they see towards the sky that what I have done there, how I made them on top of their head? So ila samai. Okay, so look towards the sky. Okay, so ila samai means this one. The next word. So what is this one? Fawqahum.
Fauqa, special mudaf.
Very good.
Attached pronoun.
What is fawqa means?
Up.
Up, yeah,
above.
Above. And
Above,
fawqahum means?
above them.
Yes,
above them,
excellent, sister. You get 110. Very good. So ila samai fawqahum means?
Towards the sky, above them.
Excellent. See, you're translating in the Quran now already. Only in 7-8 weeks, inshallah. Okay. Very good. Ila samai fawqahum. See, we only learned two fragments, and every line we found something. See, every line we're finding something. So it is very, very important that you do it. Okay. Sister, do this one because you did very good. So I'm not going to let you go. So this one. Bainanaha. Bainanaha. It's a bit difficult, but try. Baina means?
It's banaina.
Oh, banainaha. Sorry. Yeah, banainaha here. So, no, I think you won't do this one because sorry, I thought it's baina. Sorry, my mistake. No, it's okay. But banaina actually is it's a fail. Okay, but ha here is the attached pronoun. Okay,
Ha, attached pronoun.
How about this one? Laha. What does laha means?
La harf of jar. Ha
La means for.
Ha attached pronoun. La for, yeah. And ha mean she.
Okay.
Her.
Okay.
Her.
Okay. So laha means?
What is the meaning of la?
For.
For her.
For her. Okay. But here, of course, Allah is not talking about a female. So what it could be? Why it's not her? So it could be. Why is this her? Ha. Remember we talked about this last week.
Yeah, maybe there is.
Allah is talking about sky here.
Sky.
See?
Yeah.
At the beginning, Allah said, "Look above them. Don't they look above them? The sky." Yeah. So sky is ha, right? Because
sky is
feminine.
Arab said so feminine.
Yes, very good. Yes, Arab said so feminine. That's why it's ha here. Okay. Everybody else understand? So how they all connected? Okay. Of course, you're gonna understand more of them. And then the last one, min furujin. Min means
from.
Okay, so furuj means furuj means
zat,
it is jar status. Yeah, furuj means that any crack, like any crack means like any fault there, in little bit of fault. So Allah is saying that it's from it is avoided from any kind of cracks. Okay, so the sky is like that. Okay, so min furujin, yes, is harf of jar. Okay, thank you, sister. Okay, next one. Let's see. Okay, this is the easy one. So Sister Rizwana, yes, Sister Rizwana, if you can say this one, fiha. What is fiha means?
Oh no, fee. Ha
Fi
means
means,
ha
yeah, and fi means in. So in
in.
her.
So in her,
In.
yes.
But obviously again don't spell translate it as her, because it's it. In it,
Okay.
because obviously Allah is not talking about a female person here. It's talking about the the sky, still the sky, because Allah is still talking about the sky. And actually in this ayah Allah is talking about this ard, and that is also feminine, because the Arab said so. Okay, see
Yeah.
the ard here. So Allah is talking about that, in the ard, fiha rawasiya, meaning on top of the in that in
In
the
it.
earth, Allah made the mountains and everything. Okay, so that's what Allah is talking about. Okay, look at this one. Can you tell me about this one? Min kulli.
Yes. Min is means from.
And kulli means?
Kulli. Oh, forgot.
Kulli means, it was last week a special mudaf. It means
All.
all of it, or each, all or each. Okay, all, A-double-L, all. Okay,
Okay.
so from all. Okay,
From all of it, yeah.
yeah. And if we highlight this 3 word, okay, so can you tell me why kulli is jar here? What is the reason kulli is a jar here?
Raufin.
No. The word kulli, it is in jar
Yes.
status. Why is it? Why
Because
it is jar? Because
Min kulli because it's
because of mean. Yes, okay,
mean,
good. Because of
yes.
mean. Okay. Now, what is the relationship between kulli and jawzin? Can they be mudaf and mudaf ilay? That's again kulli and jawzin. Yes or no? Anyone?
Yes. Kulli jawzi nidofa.
Nidafa, yes, because kulli is a special mudaf, because it's light here, right? Remember, whenever those
Yes,
5 in the last week course and in the lesson, we said the 5, if they're light, they're special mudaf. Okay, and even if you don't give a special mudaf, there's no al in kulli, right? And it is light. And the next word is a jar, so it's a mudaf and mudaf ilay. Okay, so you can have chain like this. So the first 2 is one fragment. Number 2, min kulli, is our today's fragment, which is harf of jar, and kulli jawzin is our idafa, and not only idafa, special mudaf idafa, which we did last week. Okay, so how you can see, then min kulli jawzin, it has these 3 words has 2 fragments. Okay, so I'm trying to say that all our lessons kind of last week and today's lessons are included in these 3 words. Okay, thank you, sister, for that. Okay, I think we have someone named brother Shams. Is it brother Shams Jaman? Okay, for you, brother, let's see. Okay, this one actually, yeah. What is li kulli means? Li means for. So what is li
Yeah.
kulli means?
Yeah. So I mean, for all.
For all. Good. Okay, what is this whole thing mean? You know what is abd means, right? What is abd means? You know what is abd means, right?
The slave.
Slave. Yeah, we are all abd of
Abdin.
Allah, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so li kulli abdin means?
For all. Yeah. I mean, for all slaves.
Yeah, for all
All the
slaves.
slave. Yeah. All the
For all the
slaves.
slave. No, in here actually is for all slave. Okay,
All
or you can
slaves.
say for all slave. Okay,
All
now
slaves.
there's yeah. You know what, about kulli, I think if you remember, I told last week we'll have a special lesson about kulli, because kulli is a very common special mudaf, and we're gonna discuss a bit more about kulli. When kulli is followed by something like this, like common, abdin is common here, not proper, because it's a tanween, right? What happens there? How is it all abdin? Because usually abdin by itself means one abd, one slave.
Yes. Yes.
But we are saying all, then saying one single. How does it happen? We're going to talk about it later. But you're right. Here it means for all slaves. For all slaves. Because li kulli abdin. Okay, so you translated the whole thing. So very good, brother. Thank you so much. Okay. Next one. Let's see, for sister Tanzima, I think. Yes, if you can say, okay, just get ready. I'll find something for you. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, this one you can tell. So lil ibadi. Lil ibadi. So li means for again. And ibad means here the slave again. So lil ibadi means
For slave.
for the slaves. For the slaves. Okay. because there's a al here. Okay, the other one didn't have the al. The brother that is likulli abdin didn't have this al, but this one has al. Okay, so for the slave. Okay, also if you see this one, what is this means? Sorry, someone say something. Sister, what does bihi means?
It's him.
With him.
Is
With
or
him, yeah, with him, yeah. But again, yeah, because so this is a confusing, because with him is right answer if I ask what is be him is, but in this case obviously Allah is not talking about it, he. So with it, okay, with it. So always, most of the time, yeah, there are places where Allah talks about a person, a female person or a male person, when Allah talks about the stories of the prophets, okay. But in this case, be he by itself means with him, or because it could be it also, with it, okay, with it, okay. So that's fine, thank you. Next one, let's see. Anyone else left? No, I think no one else left, but let's see, let's find something interesting. Okay, so this one, let's see, brother Abdullah, we started with you, right? So can you tell me again what is qablahum means? Or any sister, you can answer, no problem. Anybody who can answer me first. Qablahum.
Qabla
Before
special
them.
mudaf.
Before them, yeah, before them. Very good. Before them. Qabla is a special mudaf. It means before them. Okay, then what does this mean? Qablahum qawmi Nuhin.
Before the Kaum of Nuh.
No, slowly.
Nation of Nuh.
That's fine. But what is the full? Qablahum qawmu Nuhin. So before them, the nation of Nuh. Before them, the nation is
Before
right.
them.
The nation. Now, I said before them, the nation of Nuh, right? So where did the da came from?
Kaum Nuh.
Anyone?
Qablahum.
So Qaumi Nuhin is definitely Mudaf and Mudaf ilayh. Everybody understand that, right? Because Qaum is a light and no alif lam. Nuhin is a jar status, right? But I said Qablahum is before them. So before them, the nation of Nuh. Where did the da came from?
No is proper.
Exactly. Excellent answer, sister. No is proper. When the mudaf ilay is proper, the mudaf automatically get proper. Okay. So the nu is proper. So it's not a nation of nu. It's kaumu nuhin, the nation of the nu, because nuhin is the mudaf ilay. The nu is the mudaf ilay. That's why. Okay. Also this one again, wa ashabur rasi. Now another thing. Look at this. This word wa ashabu. Just few minutes ago, we learned wa means I swear by, right? But then I again say this wa is not that wa. But how are you going to know? The one way to know, look at this, if you look at this properly, wa is ashabu, not ashabi. If it were wa ashabi, then I swear by the ashab. Okay, but it is, this wa is not the harf of ja wa. This wa is an and, a and the and. Okay, so that's why it's ashabu. Okay, it's not harf of jar. If it were harf of jar, it would have been make it jar. Okay, so this is and we're going to talk about this type of wa later, inshallah. Okay, so wa ashabur rasi wa samuda wa adu and fir'aun. Okay, so okay, let's see, that's fine. We'll do one more. I think we're almost toward the end. Okay, we did this one. So we see here how two fragments is always there. So I can in the exam and very soon I'm going to take you a quiz or something exercise. So I can ask you, see, fi labsim min khalkin. Okay, so you can see this fi is a harf of jar, that's why it's labsin, and then min is khalkin. Okay, so you can have things like this. Okay, although they are this is a different fragment. This part is fragment, harf of jar fragment with fi, and this is the second one with min. They don't have any connection, but they can be side by side like this. Okay, so fi labsin min khalkin. Okay, so both can be side by side. So I'm just trying to show you that how that appears sometimes. Okay, Can anybody say what is the status of this word? Rafa nasab or jar? Al insana.
Sir, nasab.
Nasab. Very good.
Nasab.
Nasab. Very good. Nasab. Okay. Again, we talked about bihi before. What does this mean? Nafsuhu.
Nafs. Nafs.
His nafs or
His
his
nafs.
heart.
His
Yeah, his
nafs.
nafs. So, but what is the word for nafs in English? What do you
So
say? His soul. Yeah, his soul. Okay, that's fine.
So
What is this one? What is this word? Have we read about this word before?
the pronoun.
nahnu,
No.
Nahnu.
us.
Us.
Not
No?
us. Is it attached pronoun or independent pronoun?
Independent.
Sorry, we.
We. Yeah, we. Not us, brother. We. Okay, we. Okay. What is this?
Ilahi.
Ilayhi.
Ila means
Stop.
Towards him. Towards
Harf.
her.
towards him, not her. Him
Or
Harf
towards
of
it.
jar.
or towards it. It. Towards it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay. This word is it Rafa nasab or jar? Can any
Jar.
sister?
Jar.
Wrong. Both of you. That's why I
Oh,
ask you.
oh,
Oh,
Because
okay.
you're so quick to answer it.
Ila.
Look at it first. What should you look first? You should look for combination first.
Combination.
Ali. Dual.
Rafa.
Rafa, yes, and it's dual. Okay, so
Sadul.
Rafa. You know who this dual thing? You know what is this dual thing here? The two angels that sits left and right. They're still writing it. That you are learning this and they're writing that you're doing good things. Okay. So now Allah saying,
Mutalakkiyan.
is yatalakkal mutalakkiyani anil yamini wa anil shimali. So an means about, but here it doesn't mean about, but it's still about. It all makes sense. Anil yamini means about the right, and anil shimali about the left. So there's two angels, mutalakkiyani. Okay, they are Rafa because they are the doer. Okay, where are they? About your right and about your left. So as I said, it's not always exactly means about. Here about means that around your right or left. So because we have two angels left and right, and they're writing everything that we are doing, inshallah. Okay, and then writing this one also, that you answer it properly. And sister, you make mistakes, so they write that mistake also. Okay, so do istighfar that Allah forgive us because we make mistakes. We said jar at the beginning. Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, then we have
Double ajar, brother, isn't it? When you
Double
struggle.
yeah. Yeah. No, but when you struggle to recite the double ajat, when you don't
Okay.
memorize the chart, then there's no double ajat.
Inshallah.
Okay. Let's do this one. So this is easy. Min kaulin. Okay. Min kaulin means, so okay, we'll talk about, toward the end of the lesson, just like kullu, we are also, because mean is very common, as I said, if you remember, we're going to talk about mean also very late, maybe, a few months later. There's some special kind of mean. Okay, so this is that one. Here also it means from, but sometimes it's called mean zaida. Okay, it's like a negative thing. So mean here sometimes means any also, like, any. So in this ayah, Allah is saying about these two angels, the left and right. Okay, and Allah is saying that nothing that you say, okay, from any of your speech, that's also say, like, kaul means speech. So any speech that you say or from any of your speech, they don't miss anything. They write everything that you're doing, everything that you're saying, you're right. Okay, and also this ayah, actually another proof, the scholars say, kaul, saying something, is the lowest level of amal. Meaning, when you pray, you do a lot of things. Like you do wudu, you say Allah Akbar, you move your body. When you fast also, you do a lot of things. You don't eat, you don't drink. When you do hajj, you have a lot of physical activities, right? So saying something for Allah, it is the lowest level of thing. Okay, so Allah is saying the two angels that are left and right, they take down notes, anything of kaul, anything of speech, which means whatever you think in your mind and do not say it in your mouth, that is not written. Our thoughts, Allah has forgiven us for our thoughts. So sometimes our mind thinks something not halal, something haram, right? Maybe I see a brother, maybe I had a problem with him. I feel like when I see him, I feel like I'm going to punch him on the face, right? Which is not right? I feel it inside. Okay, I don't do it. Okay, because it's not right thing to do. Okay, especially in a public place, right? So but Allah forgives that if you don't turn into an action. Okay, so our thoughts are not counted. Okay, and actually there's a hadith of the Prophet said that the pain has been lifted of your thoughts. Okay, so because and this is the proof. This ayah is one of the proof that the scholar said that yes, the angels, they write down everything, every amal that you do, and the lowest amal is your speech. Like when you talk, that's what they did. But any thinking of your heart. Okay, but that doesn't mean that we think something bad all the time, because when you think something all the bad, your heart gets polluted. Okay, so but sometimes we're human being. Allah created us very in a weak format, so we may make mistake, but Allah forgive us, inshallah. Okay, I think that's it for today. We have come to almost 20 ayahs, so and it's almost 10 o'clock, inshallah. So with this, we finish our second fragment, which is harf of jar. Next week, we'll do something called harf of nasab. Okay. And then after that, inshallah, and we'll do exercise like this. We'll go through another surah maybe, and we'll try to find some of the harf of nasab. Harf of nasab is that we're going to discuss. They're much less than harf of jar, and they are not as common as harf of jar, but they're still there. I mean, if we say like harf of jar is like 10 out of 9, they are like 10 out of 6 or 7, something like that. But you still have to learn it, and we will see a lot of them here and there, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so with this and I'll do an exercise. Maybe I'll try to do an exercise next week, just like this. It is better we interact, or I'll make a Google form so that you can answer by yourself, inshallah ta'ala. If you have any question, you can ask me now. If not, then inshallah, good night for now, and may Allah accept this from all of us. And we meet again next week, same time, inshallah ta'ala. Jazakallahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, Allah Hafiz.